Are y'all ready for some New Orleans new cheer? Let's go to New Orleans. Put your right foot forward. Put your left to the rear. Put your right foot forward. We got New Orleans up here. Put your right foot forward. Put your left to the rear. Put your right foot forward. We gonna party up in here. Everybody come on. Hey, welcome to New Orleans. Come on, y'all. What? Hey, welcome to New Orleans. Everybody come on. Hey, welcome to New Orleans. Oh, yeah. Hey, welcome to New Orleans. Put your right foot forward. Put your left to the rear. Put your right foot forward. We got Uptown Funk in here. Put your right foot forward. Put your left to the rear. Put your right foot forward. Come on, we gonna jam in here. Everybody come on. Hey, welcome to New Orleans. Everybody come on. Hey, welcome to New Orleans. Everybody come on. Hey, welcome to New Orleans. Come on, man. What? Hey, welcome to New Orleans. Come on, y'all. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to New Orleans, y'all. We want to thank you very much for spending part of your evening with us, and a special round of applause for all the great young students and the great bands that we were able to hear throughout today. Good job, y'all. Yes, indeed. We said we got to come out here and take care of business. Let's give it up for Mr. Richard Johnson, the pride of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. From St. Louis, Missouri, we got David Pulfus on the stand-up bass. And the groove master, the funkiest drummer in the land. Let's give it up for Herlin Riley on the drums. From the Ninth Ward, we're talking about that's where the party happens. We got Andrew Baham on trumpet. And from up in the country, he's the only Creole in the band. We got Bobby Campo on the trumpet. From New Jersey, we call him the governor, Mike Christie on the trumpet. You just heard from a gentleman who spent many years matriculating in institutions of higher, medium, and lower learning so that he could put a DR period in front of his name. Durr. If you need some doctrine, you sure don't want to call on him. But if you need some trumpet vocalized, you want Dr. Bryce Miller, who's in the house. From Pigeon Town, we call him Miracle Mo Maurice Trosclair on the slide, trombone, Maurice. The man, the myth, the legend in his own mind. Terrence Hollywood Chaplin. Okay. You might have seen him on the Coca-Cola commercial flipping turkey burgers. That's right, From Jacksonville, Mississippi, by way of Florida, we got T.J. Norris on the slide trombone. And we got a birthday boy in the house. His birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Agate. Happy birthday, dear Agate. Happy birthday to you. We first met him. We were hanging out in Hawaii, and he was surfing and tackling a 90-foot wave while playing the clarinet. And as he got to shore, we realized he was wearing cheetah print Speedos. Let's give it up for Gregory Speedo Ajid, y'all, on the clarinet. From Jackson, Mississippi, he plays about 15 or 20 different instruments. He is a kazoo specialist. Scott Johnson, y'all, Scojo in the house. From Birmingham, Alabama, we got Joran Ansari. Joran. Right up the road, Tuskegee, Alabama, the home of the Peanut and Peanut Earl, we got Kyrie Allen Lee. Kyrie. And from Uptown,
I know you want to leave me, but I refuse to let you go. If I gotta beg and plead for your sympathy, I don't mind. You mean that much to me. Ain't too proud to be. Okay, all right.
Roderick Pollard, y'all, the Reverend on the tenor saxophone. And you just heard from, on the baritone saxophone, it's just me and him. Actually, from the beginning of the formation of the band, he's also one of the founding members of the Dirty Dozen Brass Band. We call him the Dirty Old Man, Roger Lewis, y'all, on the baritone saxophone. Thank you very much. That's a good one from, we started off with one from the Louis Armstrong songbook. We always like to play the music of Louis Armstrong because when you hear the sound of his trumpet, you know that no matter what the circumstances or how bad things are, everything's gonna be all right. So we like to follow in that Louis Armstrong tradition. That was entitled The Tin Roof Blues. And we've concluded with another great song by one of our most original composers and musicians, Mr. Thelonious Monk. That was his Blue Monk. Right now we're gonna feature Mr. Joran Ansari and the birthday boy, Greg Rashid, and with an opening by Mr. Roger Lewis. Here's one from the pen of Charles Mingus. Mingus, of course, one of our great political satirists. He would write songs like, of course, the standard, All the Things You Are. In Mingus's hands, it became All the Things You Could Be if Sigmund Freud's wife was your mother. And he has a tribute to the governor of Arkansas, Governor Faubus, who, of course, would say that his politics were not racially motivated, but he maintained segregation in the state throughout his tenure as governor. So if you want to have a good time, you can Google the lyrics to Mingus's Fables of Faubus. This particular tune, he wanted to reconcile what happens in the nightclubs on Saturday night with the church service and the penance on Sunday morning. Here we go with Mingus's Moanin'.